Welcome to the White Knuckle Web Show. It's turkey time.
Mike and I are in a totally new spot, but we came out here yesterday afternoon. And as soon as we came out here, we actually saw a tom strutting across this field, 20 yards from where we're set up right now. There was a couple of hens he was following down below. It's the first time I've ever walked onto a property like that and seen turkeys immediately as we pulled onto it. Now it's opening day and they're probably in the next county. Mike's over here getting excited, talking about how he can hear the turkeys gobble. And I haven't gotten excited yet because I'm about deaf and I haven't heard a single one gobble yet. But he tells me they're out there, or he's just lying to me to keep my spirits up. It's early. Hopefully we can get something fired up here this morning. It'd be nice. He's trying to come down the hill. Coming down the hill. We came out here last night. There's a couple of hens down on the bottom. There was a tom, but we don't really know where he came from. When we got here, he was kind of on the edge of this field. There's a good chance that the tom that we just saw was the same one from last night. He came down to about 65, 70 yards. But the real hen was a little more appealing than our decoys. Can't say I blame him. Just a couple of bearded dudes trying to find a bearded tom. I mean, we're trying to blend in. It's not working.
After numerous encounters, the toms continue to get hung up just out of bow range. But with Kyle coming into town, we usually fall into some luck.
Well, Kyle and I are here in Kentucky, sitting in the blind. He came in for a couple days. This is a spot that I used to turkey on a couple years ago. I actually killed my first bird about 2, maybe 3 ridges over. But there's a nice valley down here, and they tend to roost down there. So we're hoping we might be able to catch one heading back to roost. Maybe he'll see this Jake decoy and turn into Billy Badbutt. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. We ended up calling that bird in. I could kind of see out the window, but Kyle got a real good look at him, so I'm anxious to look at the footage and see, but he looked like he was a real good bird. He was 10 yards, maybe a left-handed shooter. I really need them to come past the blind for me to have a shot. I went ahead and went for it, but before I could even get in position, he bucked back into the woods. He's still down there gobbling, so there's a chance that I don't know, I might be able to call him back up. We'll see.
After working this bird for over an hour, he never gave me a shot.
We're gonna go ahead and call it. Seeing kind of the direction he came from, I walked down there and there's actually a nice mowed trail that goes down that hill, so it could be a nice strut zone. I want to move the blind down a little more. Hopefully if he pops up over that hill, it'll be too late for him tomorrow morning. Kyle and I, we had that bird working, had him hammering for like an hour. At one point, he probably was no more than 40 yards. Did you think it was happening? Yeah, I did too. I was like, yeah, he's coming in. He eventually lost interest and kind of bugged out.
After throwing in a temporary towel, finally, some birds did exactly what they're supposed to do.
That was awesome. Man, we've been bouncing around. These Kentucky birds they did not want to play ball. We couldn't seem to get on them. They'd keep getting hung up at like 40, 50, 70 yards and hunting out of a ground blind. Sometimes wherever they get hung up at, that may not play into your window or where you need to be. I'm a left-handed shooter. One time I couldn't spin around the blind, and man alive.
So now my last Kentucky resident hunt comes to a close, but with a great hunt and a great bird. Stopping over to check out Dave in Wisconsin.
We had a flurry this morning. It got off to a pretty hot start, a lot of gobbling. A couple hens flew down into the field, and then there was a tom up in the field too. I don't know where he came from, but they pretty quickly moved off to the south. And then it got real still for a while, which I don't think is abnormal. Let the birds settle out, and now they'll kind of start hunting a little bit. They're kind of moseying this way. I don't know if they'll get into the decoys or not, but they look somewhat interested. He's thinking about it. I think they're gonna come. this could go on a little while. I had my son out here this morning. I wish he was here now because we talked about doubling with the bow and how cool that would be. But you never think you're going to get two hang out like this. I think I'm ready to go retrieve them. I've seen about enough of this show. First one with the bow. I've missed a few in my time. Feels good to get one. About 12 yards. They came right in, the two of them. The other one hung around for a long time. And all of a sudden these two just came walking out, and they came all the way down here, and I really was getting to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna lose them. They're gonna go around me, and they aren't liking something about it. But they got down here 40 yards to my right, and then all of a sudden they turned and they committed. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Dave makes a great shot with his leap bow and put a tag on a great tom. The godfather of whitetails, also known as Ted Miller, doesn't just pass bucks. He's able to pass turkeys too.
Well, that was pretty cool. Had a couple of young birds come in here. I was kind of hoping that they might attack the decoy or put on a little show or something, but they got right in here, and I don't know, I think they might have saw the camera or something, or saw me in the blind here, but so they didn't hang around, turned and left. But so I didn't get a shot. They were kind of young birds anyway, so we'll try again.
And after arrowing one turkey, the floodgates opened, giving Ted his choice of a double.
Well, that was pretty exciting right there. Turkeys kind of destroyed my decoy setup here, but actually got an arrow in two of them. They both kind of run off here. The arrow was still in both of them. We'll give them a little time here and see if we can recover them here. Kind of saw where they both went. Kind of see my little setup there. Hopefully we can find these birds. They both run off. We kind of saw where they went. We'll walk over here and see if we can find this one that went through the fence here. The first one I shot, he looked like he was pretty hard hit there. We'll go over here and see if we can find some blood or something. Well, here's the arrow. This is the first one I hit. It's actually got blood clear through it or whatever, clear all the way through. Little blood here too, so hopefully he's not too far. He's actually right here, right on the edge. He's not dead yet. He's got his head up. I don't know whether he'll run off or not. I'm not the most agile person anymore running through the brush, so I might just go get the bow and try to get another arrow in him. I think that'd probably be the best. Got another arrow in him. Man, they're a tough animal. I mean, he was still alive. He hadn't went 50, 60 yards there, but got that other arrow through him. We'll go down here and drag him up out of here and see what we got. Looks like a pretty nice tom. That's pretty cool there. My first turkey with a bow and arrow. Pretty nice tom. Hopefully we can find the other one. We saw where he went. He went across the cornfield. He actually went quite a bit further than this one. Basically went across this cornfield and went into the edge of that timber way over there. So we'll head over that way, kind of where he went out of sight, and hopefully he's kind of like this other one, just inside the cover there. So, well, that's pretty cool. Two nice birds. Actually checked the covert, but I actually got reverse angles on both both shots, so that's pretty cool. Also, everything just worked out. But two real nice birds. First one might be a little bigger. Got a heavy beard. A good morning, that's for sure. But to get my first turkey with the bow, and then to get two of them, I couldn't ask for any more than that.
Congrats to Dave and Ted and everybody watching that's filled their tags this season so far. Thank you for watching. The only thing better than a lone wolf tree stand is having 6 of them. They're portable, lightweight, easy to carry. That's why on every run and gun set, I'm taking a lone wolf tree stand. Lone wolf tree stands, your silent partner. Covert scouting cameras are not only good to capture wildlife, but because of their quality, many professional photographers use them as well.
Okay, work it, okay. Okay, give me a little bit more. All right, so you're gonna have to stay still, but also move enough so the camera will get activated. Okay, now tilt a little bit like that. Okay, perfect. Let me come over here. All right, smile, that's it right there, smile. I think we got it.